at USTA, coaching curriculum. He is the guy who is responsible for the Coach Youth Tennis Online and the workshops that you see out there, the old RCW workshops and the current 10 and under workshops. For a little caveat that's not on his resume, any of you that are old enough to remember Little Tennis that came out with USPTA in 1995, Kirk was the praise and the curriculum writer behind Little Tennis that was around for a number of years. He's won a lot of awards and distinctions, Racket Sports Industry's Person of the Year and the International Tennis Hall of Fame Education Merit Award. So a great person to be here. We're really honored, Kirk Anderson.
Thank you. No, you're good. You're good. So where's my the area? Thank you for being here. It's you know what? Is it getting any better than this? Wow. Yeah, so my task today, and thank you, Bill. Thank you. It's very kind of you. I'm kind of winding down, so this is kind of my farewell trip. I think you read in the program. I'm retiring in September, so I'm going to really miss being out here and doing these kinds of things because this is what I enjoy most. So, and one of the things that I've done a lot of things with young children, but one of the things I really enjoy is what we're going to be doing right now, and working with high school kids and kids beyond 10 and under. And so I've used this a lot with my high school players and even with adults. Don't use it all the time for every lesson, but these are things that I like to do. So you have in your outline, you have everything that I have in my notes, and I just want to highlight a few things, and then we're going to get going, because one of the things I almost want to challenge somebody to say, okay, and maybe Kim, maybe I'll have you do it, just count the number of balls that we're going to hit in the next hour, because we're going to hit a lot more balls than in the typical lesson, and so we've got this. Why partner drills? Why? And I wrote down just as I was thinking up there. Well, number one, they're fun. And if you ask anybody, why do you play the game? What is really exciting about the game? And they say, I just love to hit balls. I love to hit balls. And no matter who you talk to, at what level, they love to play. They love to hit, and they love to move. And the other thing is active. So I have fun, active. I want to be creative. And I'm not going to do a lot of teaching. I'm going to let you create. I'm going to let you experiment. I'm going to let you challenge yourself. And the fourth thing I have is challenging. So we're going to do some things that you may not be comfortable with, but I still want you to be challenged and have a little fun with it. There's no repercussions. I like what Kim is saying. So what was it? What was when you make the right decision?
Never feel bad.
Never feel bad when you make the right decision. Never feel bad because you're going to be trying something new. And there's no, as I said, there's no nobody going to be over your shoulder saying that's not the right way. Let's check that grip. Or what's wrong with your feet? So we're going to be out there just hitting a lot of balls and having a lot of fun. All right? Now, one more thing before we get started, and I'm kind of disciple this. You survey anybody that takes lessons, and they all come up with 4 things that they don't like about tennis lessons. All right, share those with me. Number 1 is they don't like to stand in line. So the topic of this, no lines here, right? So they don't like to stand in line. What's another thing they don't like? I'll help you out. And you'll say, oh, yeah. They don't like to shadow. So you not only stand them in line, but then you put people in back of them and they shadow. And then what do? If you're coaching, your coaching is where? Always to the clowns that are in the back of the line because they're not doing it. Right? We think we're really creative. You don't like to do that stuff. Don't do that stuff anymore. Right? Number 3, they don't like to be yelled at from across the net. So what do we see in the typical lesson? We see a pro or somebody standing, coach standing in his cart and feeding balls and yelling instructions to the typical club member, park member. They feel what? You're just yelling at them from across the net. I like to be up close. I like to be up close so I can talk to them. Number 4, they don't like to pick up balls. All right, so we want to minimize picking up balls. Nobody likes to pick up balls. Nobody does that. I had a rule at my club in my junior program. We picked up balls in 30 seconds, or we went home. How many times I have to enforce that? 0. And who was the number 1 ball picker upper?
You.
Me. Because and they lead by example. So we went out there, we got picked up, and we moved on. I've got a fifth one. I've got a fifth one because this is my pet peeve, and Bill knows this one. I've got a pet peeve because no matter where my plane lands, especially for junior lessons, or junior group lessons, or team practices, the number one thing that I see as soon as kids arrive is what? How do you get people warmed up? You run laps, right? And I've surveyed people for the last 10 years and said, how many people like to run laps? And I have yet to find one person raise their hand. But I see this over and over and over again. And then I always hear people say, I don't understand, Kirk. People come late to my warm-ups. Right? Well, duh. Right? Why? Because they're lame. And so the first thing we're going to do, and we're going to do a lot of really quick things, about 30 seconds each, just so we can get through all this stuff. We're not going to be running any laps. We're not going to be doing that stuff anymore. Nobody likes to do it. I'm a big-time runner. I'm a marathoner. But don't get me on the court and have me run laps. I don't want to do that. If you put on the tennis court, I want to hit balls. I want to be doing things with rackets and balls. So we're going to make a pledge. Nobody's going to run any laps anymore, right? And then you don't see that with adults, but we see that with kids all the time. And again, usually what I see is the pro, they're checking their notes, they're checking their email, they're returning a call, and they're, okay, let's shuffle this time. Shuffle, okay, reverse directions, and it's total waste of time. The only reason that they say they do that is what? Everybody can chime in, because I'm elevating the body temperature so nobody gets hurt. We're going to elevate the body temperature. I'm not worried about that. All right, you ready to go? All right, in every lesson, I've got three requirements in my lessons, three rules, and I'm going to go over this. I'm going to let you be the judge. Sometimes I'm going to let you be the judge, but I'm going to put this on my students. Number one, with the little kids, I have 4. Number 1 is to listen to Coach Kirk, right? Which sounds about as boring as you can possibly be, right? But I'm going to put a caveat to that, because we're going to do some pretty crazy things out there, and I don't want you to hurt yourself, or I don't want you to hurt anybody else. Right, good. Right. Number 2, I want you to try your best. Right, so we're all 4 of us going to be out there. I'm going to let my group out here give me an evaluation, but I want you to try your best. What does that mean? What does that mean when I say try your best? Well, it's easy. If you're doing something and you're successful at it, you're going to try really hard. But when you're not so successful, that's when I want you to try your best. All right, good. Right. Number 3, I want you to support your teammates. Right? This is a family. This is going to be the best hour of your life. And with kids, I don't care where my plane lands, it's tough being a kid right now. There's bullying, people make fun of you, they just knock your knees out, and it's not a good environment in almost any place if you're a kid. Right? You're gonna encourage each other, you're gonna support each other. This is gonna be the best hour of your life. And so when people come to my line, I want them to get out of the car and run to the court, because they know this is gonna be a very supportive, encouraging environment. All right, so you up with that? Okay. And then number 4, 4th rule, why does everybody play the game? Have fun. Right, so we're gonna have fun. And fun is going to trump everything else. It's going to trump technique, it's going to trump positioning, it's going to trump all that. I want you to have a good time. All right, that's what you're here for. All right, ready to go? You don't need your rackets, this first one, right? So here we go. I'm going to get you warmed up, and I've got 4 brave volunteers. One thing that I do, if I had a huge team, if I had 30 people, I'd put them on the same court. I would use this as a team builder, and you can follow right along. So you all need 2 balls. 2 balls. Look at this, Bill. We're using yellow balls. It's unbelievable, right? Oops. All right. So here we go. I'll stay with my outline as much as I can, so you can just make some notes. So we're going to start out with a partner, and I already forgot your name. So Dave. So you're going to start out. I'll take both of them. We're just going to do a little tracking thing. So we're going to start out 2 balls vertical. So I'm going to be bouncing, and he's going to be catching. Right? Bounce and catch, and he'll get it. He'll get it if he does enough of these. Okay, go with your partner. We're going to change very quickly. Here we go. Go. Not as easy to look, right? Oh my God. That's pretty good. There we go. Good. Anything that I would do to help on the coaching? Where's your catching point now? You're successful if you're catching out in front. Pretty important on a lot of things that we're doing in tennis. Good. Let's change it. Let's change it. Great. Here we go. This time it's 2 balls horizontal. Probably should have started with that because that's a little bit easier. Go. So we're working on some tracking skills. This whole thing about the first 8 things that we're going to be doing are things that I would use for warm-up. And they're not only warm-up, but they're athletic development. I've talked to so many pros, and if you've been around for 10 years, there's a difference. Right, Kim, you get the same kids right now, and you say, I can't do the same things I did 10 years ago. They're just not, they can't do things. They're not active. They're good with the computer games, but they're not active. Good. Let's change it very quickly. This time. I'll get rid of my balls. I need 2 balls. I'll take 1. There we go. And we're going to move side to side. We're going to put 1 down there, 1 down. And we're going to be tossing underhand and catching, but we're going to be moving side to side. You have to focus because there's 2 balls going at the same time. Here we go. And good. Good. With your partner, go. Yeah. So a lot more fun doing this than chasing balls. Now, at the same time, I'll let them go for just a second. Keep on going. Same time, I've had so many people say, you know, I hate to run. I hate to run, but put me on a tennis court, I'll chase a ball all day. How many have heard that before? That's pretty neat, huh? So here we go. Okay, bonus. This is not in your notes. Here we go. This time, partner. All right? Yeah, you got both balls. Okay, here we go. We're going to start. We're going to go in this direction. It's a 4 ball. We're going to work up to 4. It's going to go here to here to here to here. It looks just like this. So 1 ball here. A second, hold it.
Juggling.
4, here we go. Okay, start with 1. Start with 1. Again, contact point, good positioning, good intensity. I like this one. Okay, go to 2. Go to 2. We got it. Go to 3. It's not a speed drill. Here we go. And if you haven't gone to 4, here we go. 4 ball. Oh yeah. Look at that. Okay, next one. Here we go. This one, I'm going to give you 3 variations. This time, we're going to do a partner toss and a catch. I'm going to move you, and we're going to really work. We're starting to get warmed up, right? And the first one, best ready position you can be in. Give them some room. I'm going to toss you to the bounce. You're going to get back to this ready position as you possibly can, but you're going to toss the ball back to me. And I said, I want you to catch and underhand toss. Good. And I'm going to be tossing side to side. I'm going to be tossing short. Good. I'm going to be tossing back. He's got to let it bounce. Good contact point. Good. All right. So there's excellent. Great job. Great job. Second variation. I want you to catch the ball in the air. Same thing, but you're going to have to catch the ball in the air. Go. He was going to catch that.
Yeah.
He's got that. It's great effort. Great effort. Good.
All right.
Good teaching moment, right? Teaching moment was what? His first motion, even though he slipped, was where? Sideways. That's exactly where we want you to go. Sideways. Good. Get warmed up. With the racket. With the racket. So your third variation is with a racket. So he did the bounce, he did in the air. You're going to continental grip, you're going to volley the ball right back to me now. Wherever that ball goes, low, short, deep. Good. Good. How's the movement?
Super.
Anybody there? Is this mic on? How's this movement? He's working like crazy, right? All right, so let's check my 4 rules. Number 1 was listen. Number 2 was Best effort, how's his effort? Number 3 was support your teammates. On a scale of 1 to 10, where are we? Give me the sign here. Support your teammates.
Yeah.
I'm going to go, it's right here right now. I'm not hearing a thing. This guy's busting his butt, and you guys are going, oh, that's okay. That's good. I'm glad I'm not out there, right? Okay, you've seen that. I'm going to move on. Yeah, here we go. Everybody needs your racket on this one. Quick. You need your racket. Right, here we go. One ball. We're just going to be tossing and catching with the ball on our strings. Right, developing a little feel. It could be forehands, it could be backhands, but we're just developing a little feel. That's right. Here we go. Okay, the last one we're going to do before we really jump into some hitting some balls. Go with your partner. Go. So I have so many high school players, when they come to me, they've got one grip, they've got a semi-western forehand, and they can just nail it. And they have no feel for the volley, they have no feel for a short ball, they have no feel for a service return, they can't hit a drop shot. So we're just working on these to develop a little feel. Good. Look at their faces now. How's the intensity? You tell me, how's the intensity with this group? Good. Pretty good. Right. Very good. They having fun? Right? I can tell they're having fun because there's smiles on their face. They're good intensity, but they're still smiling. All right, next one. Good. Balls in your pocket. This time, we're going to hit some balls. We're going to start out with some red balls. You say, wait a minute. These aren't little kids. I'm going to start out with red balls. Why? Because they're a great teaching tool, and we're going to use these. And we're going to get out of this, but we're going to start out. I need 2 people at this service line, 2 people at that service line in the alleys as quickly as you can get. You can go. All you're going to be doing is service line. All you're going to be doing is you're going to be rallying forehand to forehand, top spin, alley to alley. So we're working on spin, we're working on direction, we're working on full strokes. And you get 1 ball. So I'm intentionally only using 1 ball. Okay, good. Let's change it. Backspin. Good. A skill that a lot of kids just don't have. Backspin. It doesn't matter right now. I didn't say we're going to get that in just a second. Good. So we're working on a little continental grip skills. That's good. All right. I want you top spin. I want you alternating forehand and backhand. Still trying to keep the ball in the alley. Alternating forehand and backhand. Great. Top spin in the alley. Excellent. Okay, good. Let's change it to an orange ball. Here we got an orange ball. One orange ball. We're going to back up. We're doing the same thing. Where were we? We were forehand and backhand. Let's just go backhand, straight ahead, backspin. So we can use any variation we want. If you hit the ball to the net, if it gets behind you, you've got to get that ball picked up quickly. Good backhand. That's an excellent position.
Hey, Kirk.
Yes.
Do you do any teaching at this time, or if
Do
they
I do
can't?
any teaching? I do teaching all the time.
I mean, if
but I'm
they
looking
can't-
for teachable moments.
Okay.
Right? I'm not saying this is how I would start a beginner going out there just hitting balls. Right? We've already gone over the grips, the contact point, the stroke pattern. You know, but I'll make a point. Okay, we're hitting some balls into net. Maybe our swing path is a little bit more too much high to low, and we want to go high to level. So I'm working tips. I'm going to work tips, and I'll see if I can inject a few more in here, Fred, because I'm trying to go fast. I like that. So the racket is finishing out and through. Good. Let's change it to a top spin forehand. I like this better. Top spin forehand. Good. Yeah. Loading them up now. Yeah. Okay, good. Hold it up. This time, let's develop a little bit of touch. We're going to still use We're going to use the orange balls, but this time when the ball comes to you, you're going to have to tap it up. One time, tap it up, and then hit. And tap it up and hit with a top spin. Up, hit with top spin. A little juggle rally. It's got to be soft hands on that first one. Good. Excellent. Ooh, tough one. Great hands. All right. Juggle rally this time. Hit with backspin. So you're going to catch or juggle and then hit with backspin. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, yeah. Look at this. Yeah, we're going both sides. We're getting into step 3 or 4 here. Okay, here we go. Let's have a little fun with this. This time, you're going to go 60-foot line to 60-foot line. You're going to the alley. I'm going to get this ball out of the way. But you're going to be going 2 balls at the same time. 2 balls at the same time. What are you going to have to do? Adjust to speed, adjust to height, adjust to. We got an. Oh. Go. Let's see how it looks like. Oh, yeah, it's a good variation. We're taking a little speed off the ball at times, putting speed on the ball. Good.
My high school kids can't do this. Yeah.
All right. Very good. Wait a second.
Hey, these guys are cheap.
All right, let's move in. If you would, move in. We'll still stay with the orange balls, but we're going to move in. Stop the balls just for a second. This time, you're going to do the same thing, but you're going to juggle volley. The ball, go and hit. Side of the juggling, volleying. Open up the racket. Be soft with the hands. And we're going to be juggle volleying. I'm going to give you about 4 variations here. Go. Obviously, we have trained professionals in this group. That's it. Okay, let's change. Let's change. Whatever side you juggle on, you volley back on the other side. Got it. Tough one. So things I'm liking to see here. Nice soft hands on that volley. I really like where we're getting the ball on our contact point. Let's remember that contact point. Ooh, perfect diving ball. Remember that contact point when we're hitting our volley. So we're juggling on both sides. All right. Let's move back this time. Let's change. No, let's stay with the orange ball. Stay with the orange ball. This time I want you to volley, but we're going to be volleying in the alley from the service line. How long is that volley now? Or excuse me, so from the yellow line. How long is this volley?
60.
Pretty long, pretty deep, right? Come on. How long is that volley?
60
feet. Okay, wait, hold it. This group is ready to go. What the heck? When would we ever use a 60-foot volley?
60 swing volley.
So,
swing volley.
Okay. So, sir, come in here and let's say that I can get to this position with my volley. 60 feet. All right. How many times we practice a 60-foot volley? Hardly ever. Right. So we're up there doing this kind of thing. Volley. What are you going to have to do with your racket? You're going to have to sting it, right? You're just going to have to block it back. You're going to have to sting it, but get those springs facing right back at your partner. Let's see what it looks like. Go. Shoot it now. Good.
No. I got teaching pros. It took
Them how long to get the feel for it?
Yeah.
About 4 hits, and they've got. Here we go. Got it. Yeah. Again, I'm not looking for a quick hit. I'm looking for a good, long, firm volley. Good. You put that up all at your feet. Good. Listen to the sound right now. How's the sound? we're trying to
Go 60 foot to 60 foot. Marcus had a short ball. He could have done what? He could have played this and shot it back 60 feet. He got in where? He got in right.
He got in there close so he could hit that, and then he recovered. Great effort.
All right. So, this time.
Two people here, two people here. Quickly, quick. Still working with your partner. We'll still use orange balls, and this time we're going to move
This direction.
So we're going to be volleying.
What are we going to hit with? Forehand or backhand? It doesn't
Matter because we're moving, right? And you just came to Kim's presentation. You want to be moving across. What happens if it's over here? You got to play the volley, right? So you got to move, and so you're going to be moving. We'll go all the way to the alley. So it's here and yeah, Brian. And then we go. Next pair. Well done. Well done. We'll get some balls. Yeah. You can stay there. You can stay. Go. You can stay. We're going to go back the other way just a second. And go back. Okay. All right. But it doesn't matter. All right, let's do a variation. We got one partner right here, the other partner down there. Craig, you're here. Go. This time, no, you can line up over. This time, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to be moving right. We go deep, close, deep. Looks like go. Good. Next pair. Excellent. Oh, yeah, stinging. Yeah. I like that. All right. Next one. This one. I like this one. This is the accordion volley. So we're going to start out service line. And every time we hit, we are going to move in a step. So we're going to be playing a deep volley. We might be playing a half volley. We might be playing low volleys. And we get up here, touch very gentle. And I want you a foot or less away from your partner. Got it? Let's see what it looks like. Go. So every time they hit, they move in. Even if it bounces, they're still moving in. Even closer. That's it. Then you move back. Good. Good. All the way back.
to the service line, then you move back in again.
Great pickup. First is just for a second. I added this one just a couple weeks ago because we get up here and we get about so far and we want to do what? Get the heck out of there, right? Because it's not easy up here. So here's our challenge. We're going to be volley, and at one time we've got to do a high five with our partner. All right, that means you're right on top. Go. Starting from the service line. Go. Who can do it? I think this can do it. Yeah.
Oh.
I like that.
Yeah. All right, some shorter arms. Right? What pair can do it first?
Hand up. There it is.
There you go.
All right.
I get excited when I see things like that. That's pretty doggone good. All right, here we go. Another one. I'm sure you've done this one before, but working contact switch partners. We don't want to. It's another advantage of doing partner drills. If you have partner drills, and let's say you have different ability levels, what can you do? Mix them up. Mix them up every 2 minutes. Because if I am matched up with Bill, and Bill's the best player, and I'm the worst player, Bill says what? Oh boy, I've got Kirk today. It's going to be a long day. But if everything is in 2 minutes, and what am I requiring? You guys take a, yeah, go ahead, you can do it. I can keep on talking. So we're doing, what did I say we're doing? Oh, isolated arm. Yeah, I didn't demonstrate. So So the point is, you can mix up your partners. And if I get stuck and Bill gets stuck with me, he knows in 2 minutes he's just going to rotate on. Again, my 4 rules are what? Listen, try hard, support your teammates. So we can enforce that. We can encourage that. Are you supporting your teammates? This one, all you're going to be doing is cutting out grip. We're going to be tossing. I'm going to be catching. No, you get your racket. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, the power of demonstration, right? I throw my racket, he throws his. So it's going to be isolated arm. You can either put it down or you can put it behind your back. We're just going to be hitting forehand and backhand from a good ready position. Let's take a look at the right hand. There, that's a little bit bad. Yeah, there we go. So, Fred, I'm talking again. Teaching points. Good. Good ready position. Contact out in front. Continental grip. Excellent. Go. Yeah. Good. Switch tossers, switch catchers. Excellent. I really like what I'm seeing here. Excellent intensity. Tossers are maybe too nice. So let's see if we can make them work a little bit more. Oh, that's great. Hey,
Kirk,
yes.
I find if they encourage each other more, that's your next future teacher too.
Yeah. Okay. Good. And I'm getting there, Kim, because on a scale of 1 to 10. So how are we doing to encourage our partners right now?
Hey, partner. Hey, partner.
So I want this to happen. Who's great at doing that? Kim Dillon is great at doing that. He does that every time. You make contact with your partner. Right now, the intensity, I'm giving it 10. Support your partner. I'm sorry, but I've got a 0 right now. 0. Until the last 10 seconds, right? Okay, next one. This time, you'll be in. I'm going to toss you 2 balls. You're going to catch 1 ball in your hand. You're going to volley the other ball back to me. Have you ever done this before? Right? Can you imagine? Can you envision it? Everybody else see that? I'm tossing 2. He's volleying, catching 1, volleying with the other. We're going to tell you why in just a second. How many think he can do it on the first try? So if you think he can do it on the first try, let's give him some courage.
Right.
Yeah. That was
no pressure.
Yeah, it was like Wimbledon applause. Oh yeah, I think he can do it, right? I think you can do it, right? Just go. 2 balls. I'm going to toss right on my hand.
Hey, I'm dressed for Wimbledon.
Yeah. Told you he could do it.
Yeah.
Nice.
So what does this teach? How many have people swinging their volleys?
Oh man.
Come on, you're all lying. Everybody does. They swing in their volleys. What does this force you to do? Right? How many people, do the your stomach? So if this hand is catching, this hand is doing what? That's catching too. Where's the contact point? Well, you gonna be able to do something? No, but the demonstration was perfect. Here it is. That's darn good. With your partner, go. Oh yeah. You need another ball? Here we go. We'll increase the intensity by going polo balls. How's this? Yeah. Here's a tip for the tosser. Tip for the tosser. Put them one hand, horizontal, underhand cross. So that way they don't get too far away. Unbelievable.
Yeah, the toss is critical.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're gonna try the backhand. There you go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now we're talking. Now I'm starting to get that creativity, right? Good. Let's switch tossers, switch hitters. And it happens. It happens when you get the kids. They're going to say, let's do it this way. I can catch it and hit it behind my back, right? This is cool. So we got a pair here. You didn't hear it. They're not on the bike. Sorry, I made a bad toss. That's all right. I'll get the next one. All right, I like that. That's exactly what we're talking about. All right, here we go. Next one. You need 2 balls per pair. 2 balls per pair. We've done this one before, but we're going to do it with the volley now. 2 balls. I don't have my second ball. Yeah, so yellow's fine. Yeah. And I can start with you have a ball. Right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to volley 2 balls at the same time. All right. We did this with the ground strokes with an orange ball. This is tough. Right. So here we go. Go. Yeah, it's good with one.
Uh-oh.
Good adjustment. Good. Okay, hold it up. Let's get a read from our audience. All right, number 1, we want to talk about listening. Number 2, how's the intensity out there?
Good.
Give me the thumbs up.
Yeah.
You like what you see? Is this fun to teach?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah. They know what number 3 is.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right. How does that make you feel? As stupid as it is, right, Kim? As silly as it is, how does it make you feel?
Always fun.
It's always good if somebody says, "Great job. That was good effort." Right? And I'll do that. You know, my job is to go around and you think about it. What is our job? We want to encourage fun, and we want to see if we can give them as much enjoyment out of the game as possible. If that is our number 1 job, what does it matter if we don't quite have the right grip? Right? We'll work on that. We'll get to that. But if I go on the court and say, if they don't have fun, if they don't come back, I've just lost this opportunity. Right? So I like the effort. And number 4, let me ask them, how are we doing? You having fun? Right? So they are. And we haven't done anything really that, okay, so how's the effort on that last one? That was hard, right? Is that the hardest thing we've done so far? And I saw really good intensity. This time when you missed a ball, you went and ran and got it back. All right, so we've increased the intensity all along as we've gone through this thing. All right, ready to hit some ground strokes? Let's see, Joe, we're good. Good, we're going to the ground strokes. And again, I'm going to go red balls. We're going to go service line to service line. You only have 1. Let's see if we increase the intensity here. But let's go all 4 hands, top spin. Just kind of a repeat of the things we did just before. 4 hands, top spin, alley to alley. So we're going to go alley to alley, straight ahead. And then we're going to give you a little variation. All 4 hands, all 4 hands. So we're looking for good movement here. And I'm going to move out of the way. Okay, good. I'm going to change it. Pick up an orange ball. Orange ball, I like that. How many times do we put a ball in the alley? Pretty. We're like 95%. This time we're going to go alley to alley, but we're going to go cross court. So we're going to be hitting 4-hand cross courts on this side, backhand cross courts on this side. Still service line to service line, alley to alley. Put the ball right in the alley. With, yeah. Good. Yeah. 2 out of 3 on that backhand, not bad.
Shot.
Okay, hold it up just for a second. Just for a second. Where are the balls landing? Inside, right? I want better angle. Right? So we talk about the 5 controls. Number 1, can you go side to side? Yeah, kind of. I want bigger angles now. Let's hit big angles. Go. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. That's a big angle. That's great. And Coach Dillard, what do you talk about angles? Angles give angles, right? What's your terminology?
That's it.
That's it. So they can learn to identify that. Good. Change positions. Change you two. Change you two so you get a chance to hit forehands and backhands. Yeah, same thing. Yeah, go, go, go. the direction was there. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's unbelievable. Yeah. Yeah, we got bad balls here, right? Good. Let's change it. Let's change it. I'm looking. We've done a few of these things. I'll move along. We've done. I like to go gives us a target. How was this last one? How is the angle now?
That's hard.
Now we're talking. All right. I like it. And go ahead and rip it. It's fun, huh? We're hitting top spin. We're getting good angles. We'll get to one more that we do. Alternate forehand. We already did that. How about this time? We're going to go yellow balls now, and let's see what happens when they change to yellow balls. We're going to go yellow balls, and everything must go past the service line. So we have straight throw down lines. We'll just put it past the service line. So again, we're going to hit a ton of balls. I don't care and back end, just ground strokes has to go past the service line. So we'll give you, yeah, just move that. Perfect. Sorry, down the line. Uh-huh.
In the alley or just? In the alley.
That's right, all in the alley. And let's see how we do.
Good luck.
We've done a lot of videotaping of high school kids, and when we start out with the same progression, go from red to orange to yellow. The direction is great.
That's hard.
I'm not
Concerned that we put every ball in the alley, but at least we got good focus on what we're doing here. Miss it right in the middle of the alley. Unbelievable. Yeah. Okay, how about this one, gang? Here we go. For ground stroke to ground stroke in the alley, all backspin. All backspin. And I'm looking for high to level here. We're going deep, all backspin. Very nice. That's great effort. You got it. You got it. Dive. Recover. He's got it. He's got it in one bounce.
Pretty good.
Up long.
Hard to kick it from about 4.5 feet.
How are they doing? Good intensity. Let's say that. Yeah, let's change it. Let's change it now. Same thing. You're deeper now. This is not always the best shot, but you're going cross court, alley to alley. So it's not sharp angle. You're just going nice, deep, alley to alley ground stroke. Great effort. Yeah, I like that. Oh yeah, that's tough, huh? That's big time. It's okay, he can handle that. Okay, good. Pick up your throwdown lines. Great effort. I like that. Pick up your throwdown lines. We're going to start you out. In fact, you need two each. Two each. So I think we have 4 here. Good. 2 each. 2, 3, 4. I want you to put. You want between the service or the center service line and the single sideline. So you have one here. This direction. Sorry. So, one here and one.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. All right. So our court now. The dimensions of our court are center of the service court to elbow sideline. Huge court. Huge court. You guys are used to the alleys. This time, what you're going to do is you're going to drop and hit. And you're going to play forehander back. It doesn't matter. 4 balls. As soon as you get 4 balls in a row, you're going to put your lines in.
Oh.
4 balls in a row. Moving in 1 racket length. 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row. So it has to be consecutive. 4 successful. 4 balls between the lines.
Yeah. So
Good.
I got it. Okay, good. Go. Come on. We're going to down line. Good try. Almost had both of them.
1, 2, 3. So move it in. You got your 4? You got your 4?
Moving in.
We increase the intensity here.
That's how they beat us. Hit the ball. 2, 3, 4. Good. Moving in again. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Good.
And how many think this is a race to get one team or the other closest to the alley? It is. 1, 2, great.
Ah.
1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. Short. 2, 1, 2, 2, 3. Bud line, right? 3.5. Yeah, I saw it jump. Yep. All right, here we go. Alley's where you at? Yep.
In the alley.
All right.
Ooh.
Here we go.
This one's tough. This one's tough.
That's 1. Unbelievable. 2, 3, 4. Line. One more. Oh, bad. Here comes 1. 2.
Orange ball. Orange ball.
Look out.
I felt that one. Thought I was working with. Okay, good. Bring it in.
Bring it in.
Let's do a quick evaluation of that one. How tough is that?
That's tough.
Pretty tough. But what did you do?
How was the focus? How was the focus out there?
Oh yeah.
So we're not done yet. So here we go. So we're shrinking the court. Let's do another one. Let's do because we talk about direction. Shrink the court. Sir, now, okay, let's go. I'm going to say with my outline, if I have extra time, I'm thinking of a couple more.
Serve index. How many have ever done the serve index?
Yep.
Anybody know what the serve
Index
index
is. I have a volunteer to do the serve index. So I have found, and this is not a partner drill, but I do this. This is I'm going to throw it in. I just need one person. Here's what I need. I need everybody to pick up the lines, and I need with the serve index. We're going to set it up. It looks just like this. We're going to have 3 zones. We're going to have a zone here
and a zone here. So we just need to create.
No, just on this side. Just on this side. Sorry. Who wants to do this one? You want to do it? All right. All right. So you're a brave man. So this is hard. So I have found that when we do the serve, when you do your practice serves, a couple things happen. Number one, I feel it's almost a complete waste of time because everybody's clowning around hitting their serves. And so I want to give them some intensity. So here's my story. I played basketball in high school. Right? You were in gymnasium in high school, and every winter they always had the same chart in every gymnasium locker room that I was at. And what it had all of the names: Jones, Smith, Burdick, Anderson, Brown, whatever. And it had the number of free throws they got that particular day in practice, right? And you saw that throughout the course of the year. And you had the good free throw shooters are getting 40, the bad ones are getting 20. So this is the same thing. Here's what we have. We have 3 zones. We have 3.
Actually, we have 6 zones.
Because we're going to move over to the ad court. So this would be zone 1. Right? What would we call this one? The A zone. This is for the serve alley. This is the B zone. This is
Body.
This is
Center.
C center.
And then we'll go over to the other side.
So we've got 6 zones. 1, 2,
3, 4, 5, 6. We'll set up the lines in just a second. Without any warm-up. He has to hit each
ball or as many serves as he can. So let's say the first serve goes into the net. How many serves do you have? He's got 1. The second one is good. He has 2. He moves over here. It takes him 4 balls. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's serving at 6. The perfect score would be
6.
Fred is a genius.
Mathematical.
Yeah, he can do that because he still has 2 hands, right? So the perfect score is 6. Here we go. How many think he can hit less than 10? Less than 10?
Yeah.
Here we go. No warm-up. There's 1. He's still going to that A target. There's 2.
Shot
There's
spot.
3.
Shot spot.
Somebody's got to roll the card up to him. He's going to run out of balls. There's 4. He goes to B. Good hustle. Here we go. For some reason, that B target is huge. There's 5. C. Got the line. It's right here.
Got the outside line. Okay, so he's got 6 now. I'm going to set it up.
I'll have to put this short target down for this guy.
You can do it, Dave. You're the man.
He's at 6. He's going into the news court. Or the ad court. Center first.
He's at 6.
Outrider center. B.
Our center. 7. 8. Pressure's on. We gotta get to.
Watch that, sir. They're all messed up. Kind of. Plus they're good. What's that, 9? 9. To B. Oh, why? 10. 11. Yeah, Kelly. 12.
It's not easy. It worked.
13. 14.
Serve index is what?
14.
14. Is that a good score? That ain't bad. That ain't bad, but it's going to tell you where you're strong and weak. Tell me about the pressure.
The pressure was intense.
It was intense.
People watching.
Yeah, people watching, and you say, I know I can do this. Did he let up on a serve? No, he still hit it. Right? So what we have to do with high school kids is we have to give them a line that they have to, because they'll do one of these kind of jobs. On the other hand, how many high school matches have you gone to that the coach is hanging on the fence saying, just hit it in, right? Because they're double faulting like crazy. So we want to get to the speed where you're comfortable. So that's the serve index. How we doing? We're good. I'm going to do another one because we want to talk about direction. Yeah, so we did that one. We did that one. Pick up the lines quickly. I need lines. I didn't schlep this ball around for nothing. So we're going to do this. We're going to do 2 things. Because in our 5 controls, one of the controls is side to side. Can we go side to side? One of the other control is depth. Can we go short and deep? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to put a line halfway between the service line and the base line. 1, 2, 3.
On both sides. Both sides. Good. I need 2 players.
2 players. We've got a playground ball. Does this look like fun for start out with? Yeah. 2 players with a playground ball. Okay. So here's our court. This is it. You have to
Catch the ball. You have to throw it from where you catch it. All right. So
here.
you're going to have to throw your court boundary line. That is your baseline.
Your baseline. These are your sidelines.
Here and single
Sideline.
I'm not going to say no foul. You can foul if you want. But let me
Give you a tip. We're working on what? Depth or direction? Direction, big time. What's your safest shot? Always. Cross court. Why?
Lower net.
Longer area.
Lower net.
Lower net. Shorter recovery period. Okay, so we'll just take a look at all these things we know, but the typical kid, when you talk about angles, they don't get it. All right. Oh yeah. But the intent was right there. That's the right shot. 1-0. Go. Needs a heavier medicine ball, right? It's on the line. It's on the line. So there's the risk. High risk. High
high reward. High risk, high reward for that down the line shot. 1 to 1.
Go. We're going to play 2 out of 3. Good. All right, let's change the court now. So that's the angles. Now, when we talk about angles, you talk about angles with high school students. They really don't see the court as an angled court. But we did some angled stuff and we got it. All right, good effort. Let's change. New pair. This time we're going to put the court, we're going to make it
Halfway down the middle of the service court. So it's going to look like this.
Here.
Just on this side. Just on this side. Here, and I'm going to put my baseline
At the 6. All right.
like this.
All right.
Now the court is short and narrow.
We're going to be taking a look at depth. What does depth mean?
In our 5 controls.
Short and deep. Can you hit the ball short and deep? Are most players thinking that? No, they're just thinking hammer away at your ground stroke. So we've got a short and deep court. What is your tactic now? Hit it deep. What else? If you can get to the net, you can.
You have some opportunities. But on the other hand, if I'm at the net, what's your opportunity? So
You need to
get me away from the net.
Let's see how we do with the ball. Go. We'll go single sideline.
It makes it even short, makes it even narrower.
So far we're doing a good. Oh, here we go. That's it. All right, I let it go bounce one time. There's a lot. Good. Yeah, you can attack. Yes. Nobody said you couldn't. And he is. He's coming in. Oh, you got it. Oh
No.
Out. So he missed the lob.
And the easy shot is 1-0. One more point. Go.
The net.
All right, so I'm going to make an evaluation here. Had the short ball.
Had the short ball. What was the shot?
Drop shot.
Drop shot. How do we want a drop shot? Easy.
Underhand, yeah.
Over, right? He panicked, and even if it had gone over, it would have bounced up. So easy. That's the time we want to use it.
You're touching. Okay, go 1-1. 1-1. Here we go. Tie break. We're playing for money this time.
Money.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see what the strategy is. Oh, we got the 2-hand over the head. Tough.
Might have been
Well
out.
played.
I just played it in practice.
Teaching moment.
Teaching moment. So the ball went over your head. What was the motion? What was the first move from our player over here? It was back. How far back did he get? Not quite far enough. One.
He did that when we did our.
Yeah.
All right. All 4 players in here.
Yeah, bring your rackets. You want to look good for the picture. One more? Want to do one more?
Yeah.
Let's do one more. I got so we'll do this one. This one is a drop shot, counter drop shot. We can have all 4 of you. All 4 of you. We'll get our lines up. Let's get our lines up, and I'll go through the drill. One more, and then we'll wrap it up. We'll use. Yeah, they can catch your bounce, right? And if they bounce, they just throw it back and forth all day. Right. So if they can get it in the air, they can go ahead and do that. Right. All right. This next one, drop shot, counter drop shot. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 on the service line. Perfect segue after we just did this last one. So this time, yeah.
Get the old guy doing this one, but I'm going to hit a drop shot. So every other shot, I'm hitting a drop shot.
You move in and you're going to hit a
Counter drop shot.
right. So you're going to have to hit a better drop shot. But in between shots, you have to retreat
Towards this line,
and then come
back in here and get it. So obviously the shorter
that you can give them, the harder, the more area that they have to go. If you're hitting crummy drop shots, what's that?
He doesn't even have to back up.
We'll see. Yeah. So we're using the yellow balls. Here we go. So start out with just a short.
short ball, make him move in because he's got to move back.
Yeah, there we go. One there.
Ooh.
You're in trouble.